happy Tuesday to you all. Sorry, I'm setting this heat press. You're gonna hear a million beeps. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Anna is helping me today. She is also an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb.
Rachel is corralling children upstairs.
She is. You'll probably hear some of them. For whatever, I need to have silence for a moment so that I can process this. Okay. Today we are working with puff vinyl. I'm very excited because I have worked with so many puff vinyls and always get that brainy look. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you all have worked with puff vinyls at all, then you've probably seen it. You know, you see these pictures of finished projects. So let me move my mic down a little bit. See these pictures of finished products that are really puffy and beautiful, and then sometimes you try them out and they look brainy and really wrinkly and shriveled. And I have tried so many different brands. I've tried so many different temperature settings, pressure settings, repressing, so many different things, and have never really had great success with it, which is really frustrating because I know that people do have success. I have found a product, and it is from, Rachel has linked it for you all. I got it from Vinyl and Tool Supply. It is the metallic puff vinyl. It cuts beautifully. It presses beautifully, and it puffs beautifully. And so we are going to do a little demo here today. Also, for those of you who follow me on social media or who are already Flock members and saw it over in the private Facebook group, I think I also posted it to our non-private group. So you have that as well. I also did a flock vinyl under it for Fallon's, and it's really amazing. It's a Caesar flock vinyl. I love it. I'm not going to do it today on this project. We'll save it for a different project. But this metallic puff vinyl layers really well with that flock vinyl. It looks amazing if you're going to do like an offset or something like that. But because I'm doing this one on a t-shirt instead of a hoodie, I did a hoodie on Fallon's other one, I don't want it to be super thick. That would be, the flock vinyl is a thicker heat transfer vinyl. And so it, with puff vinyl on top, I think it would just be too thick. I wouldn't want to feel like I was wearing a cardboard shirt. So I'm just gonna do these two. We'll layer them together. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about what settings to use. I'm going to use their settings. I'll let you know, I have a Vevor heat press at home, and I did the exact settings that it said to do. And why is this not? There we go. Didn't want to come up. I did the exact settings that were suggested both in the paper that came with the vinyl and on their website, and it did not work. So my original impression was not fantastic. It looked like just regular heat transfer vinyl, and I thought, well, at least it's, you know, it's a cute shirt, but it's not puffy, and that's frustrating. So then I messed with the temperature a little bit and the pressure and that type of stuff, and did a little bit of experimenting and came up with a way to make it work. So again, first off, I'm going to try again because I do have a different press here. Maybe that press is, there's something wrong with it. I don't know. I don't think so. So we'll try that. And then if it does the exact same thing that it did, then I'll show you how I troubleshooted. What is flock vinyl? Flock vinyl is, it kind of looks like velvet. So it has a nice, smooth, buttery texture, and it is raised up a little bit. It kind of, it's not as thick or deep as vinyl, or as, what did I just say? Velvet. It's not as thick or deep as velvet. Which is really nice, but you're gonna like it. It looks really good on shirts.
Is that heater on?
Flocked texture. It's not, but it's fine. Good morning from sunny, cold Pennsylvania. We're supposed to be getting sun in Michigan, but it struggles and finally come out by late afternoon. I need sun cat. It is super sunny here. Yesterday the high of 62. Today, around the same, Fallon's supposed to have softball practice outside. I'm really excited.
What time is it?
4:30. Are you going? Yeah. Okay. I feel like a kid in a candy store when something new the ladies tries. Christy, I'm so glad that you feel like a kid in a candy store. Any chance you want to move the Thursday live to like 12:30 instead of 10:30? Got to take my dad to a doctor appointment at 7:30. Stacey, you know, you just never know what's going to happen. I don't know. It's currently in our head set for 10:30, but you know, who knows what's going to happen. Okay, so we have this handy dandy thing on our table so that we can keep our cords there and easily access them, except the problem is we don't actually leave them there. So there's that. Now I'm trying, there we go. I am going to hook up here. Anna, you can let me know if they see it. Okay.
You want to go to your computer?
Go to my computer. I'm just going to use a file that I created for Fallon. This is not on the website. This is specifically for Fallon's softball team. But if you're interested in learning how to make files like this, I do teach how to do that. So a lot of times, you know, I'll post things like this for my kids that I've made, and people are messaging like, hey, can I get a custom shirt for my team and all of that? And you know, if I sold this stuff, that would be a great option, but I just don't have time, right, to do all of that. And so if you want to learn how to create something like this for your own teams, or if you have ideas for cut files that you can never find, our course is for you. We have an Illustrator course that teaches you exactly how to create cut files. And if you're interested in it, let us know. We'll drop you a link for it. But this is the file that we're using. I am using just a 100% Gildan heavy cotton t-shirt, and it is a size youth small, so I don't need to make the graphic massive. I'm going to make it right around 7 inches in width, just like that. And then I'm going to ungroup because I am, like I said, going to get rid of that back layer that would have been the white layer, the flock layer. Yes, Anna?
How wide did those rolls come?
I believe they were 12 inches, and then you could get like 12 by 24 or 12 by 5 feet. And I got...
So you technically could cut it on the venture and make a bigger one?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't need to do anything else to this file. Everything is good. It is a welded file. It's very easy in Design Space. The only thing that I need to do is select Maker 3 because I am using a Maker 3. Go ahead and click Make. And then we are using a heat transfer vinyl. And for those of you who don't know, and you can switch to me for a second, if you are using heat transfer vinyl, most of the time it needs to be mirrored. Now, what is heat transfer vinyl? Do we have any newbies here? Have you seen any newbies on the live? I know you're not as familiar with all the names.
No one that has typed anything. I recognize everyone's name.
Okay, so heat transfer vinyl, also known as iron-on, also known as HTV, is for shirts, it's for bags, it's for garments, things that are going to, you know, have a lot of wear and tear, a lot of touching, maybe washing it. You're not going to use regular vinyl for things like that. Regular vinyl would peel right off. It's kind of like a sticker. So this heat transfer vinyl is different from regular vinyl in that the carrier sheet is on the opposite side. So when you get a roll of vinyl, and this one, for instance, it has one side that is shiny and one that is not. Now, this one messed with my head. I actually cut it wrong, and it says right on it, metallic side down. So this is the metallic side. It goes down. This is the carrier sheet. So you don't want to cut it. You want it on the actual mat, and you want to cut the vinyl. And because that is different in that you're going to place it like this to put it down. So that's why you have to mirror it. If you don't mirror it, it will cut and it will look amazing like this, but when you flip it over, it will be backward. Does that make sense? Okay, so back over in Design Space, Anna.
Oh, dear Lord.
What?
That's confusing.
Was it a confusing?
No, it's like it messes with your mind if you're thinking it's HTV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this is HTV.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So right here in Design Space, we're going to mirror it. So it just flips it, just like that. This one right here. Now, the cool thing about Design Space is if you select iron-on as your material setting, it will remind you to mirror your image. So that will help. Okay, so we're going to press continue. We're connecting to our Maker 3 here. I may have to plug up instead of Bluetooth. We'll see what it does. And then I'm going to just, for this one, just everyday iron on. That setting works really beautifully, but you can see right here, make sure mirror is turned on and iron on material is face shiny side down. Now go to the overhead, Anna, and I will show them an easy way to decide. So if, for instance, you didn't have that little piece of paper that tells you to do the metallic side down, see, this is metallic and this is shiny. In my head, normally you put shiny side down. This time you put metallic side down. But what you might want to do if you are confused is just take a little weeding tool and try both sides. And I go through right there and I can see that this is actually the vinyl and this is the carrier sheet. So now I know that I need to put that side down. So if you're unsure, definitely test that out so that you don't waste, because I've got to be honest, this puff vinyl is not cheap.
How is it compared to normal?
I think I paid $3.9. Well, it's not terribly expensive. Let me pull up the, I paid your order. Sorry, I looked at this beforehand and now I can't remember. I paid $11.50 for 1 yard. So, oh, and it's not 12, it's 10 inches. 10 inches by 1 yard. So 10 by 36. It's only 3 feet, yeah. And that's $11.50. So it is, it's not cheap. Yeah.
Double check your sides, guys.
Double check them. And I got to tell you another thing that I did. I cut it backwards, so I went to recut it. And I didn't select the previous mat, so it went to the next mat. So I've wasted a bunch of this stuff. I have to be honest. Don't make my mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to cut about 7 inches here. Metallic side down. And I will also say this. Sometimes it doesn't seem like this one. I had a brand new mat, and I don't know if because it was wound or rolled so tightly when I got it, when I put it on my mat, it did not want to stay down. And so I had to take some tape and tape it down because I did not want it to move. So I've got that braid down, and then we'll go ahead and just cut this out. This one takes a little bit longer because it has the laces of the softball, and they take a little bit of time to cut out, but not super long. The other one's really quick. While that's cutting, which camera are you on, Anna?
Overhead.
You can go to me. While that's cutting out, we can talk about heat presses really quickly.
It says, when would you use puff vinyl? I haven't seen the need to invest in it. That is a total preference.
Yeah, just whenever you want a really cool look.
Most of the time it's going to be on a shirt.
Or a bag.
Or a bag, yeah. You're going to definitely probably do it more on fabric things.
And kid shirts or
but it's definitely just a trending preference.
It also looks really cool like on makeup bags or a stocking, Christmas stocking.
How does it wash? I know you're not supposed to dry it.
It says to wash inside out. Wash inside out, cold water, gentle cycle, hang to dry for best results. I have not personally washed one, so I can't say. But heat transfer in general, you do have to baby a little bit, and you also need to wait, I believe, 24 hours in between pressing it and washing it. So do that. It does say here, start with a test press at 255 degrees. 255 to 275 degrees is recommended. So this company presses at 260. Are you freaking kidding me? It cut the wrong mat. It cut the second mat.
Oopsie-daisy.
Which is fine. It's just our ball and our bat are going to be the opposite color of what I wanted, which is not a big deal. That's so frustrating. Why would it skip the first mat and go straight to the second mat? Unless I clicked it to mirror it, but
you're looking at the wrong person.
That's so insane. Anyway, go to the overhead and I'll go show him how easy this is to weed. Also, before you get carried away.
Oh, I have an idea.
What?
Why don't you take one of those little sample scrap things and do it on some regular fabric back here to see if your temperature is going to be right before you mess that one up?
Well, I could, but because I've already tested it, I know what's going to happen if it does wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut this right here so that I don't waste this, because this part right here, your overhead, I could definitely use for something else. But look how easy this is to weed. I thought it was going to be kind of thicker and kind of difficult. Nope. Super, super easy, but look how pretty that metallic is. They had several colors of this too. I am excited.
It's actually kind of metallic looking one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not seeing the other one in person.
It looks really good. I'm going to make Fallon wear this to softball practice today. There's that. So we'll place this over to the side and we'll go ahead and cut this one out.
Did you just get those two colors?
Yeah, because I wanted to test it before I bought a bunch of them.
Chappie can't wear metallic, but
well, I've not tried any of their non-metallic.
well, we're gonna have to get one because Chappie needs fan gear.
Yeah. Why can't Chat wear metallic?
Becca, we've gone over this. Your children can genetically get away with wearing things that mine cannot. They look adorable and everything. Mine looks like we tried too hard.
I don't know. Where's my brayer? There it is. Okay. Same material setting, and we'll go ahead and cut this one out. And then I'll go back to talking about, you can go back to me if you want to, go back to talking about heat presses. So, oh, I don't think I finished my thoughts on this. It says to use extremely heavy pressure for best results. Now, let's talk about heat presses for a second. Can you use your Cricut heat presses? Absolutely you can. Put a lot of pressure on it. It has a good plate size.
It's not going to be as even though, is it?
Maybe not. Can you use your Cricut AutoPress? I'm going to go with probably not, and here's why. And this is one reason why we don't love Cricut AutoPress. You can't adjust the pressure on it. It does have great features, right? I love how it swings up and you have great amount of room. I love how it automatically comes up. Like, I do like certain things about the AutoPress. I do not like that you cannot change the pressure specifically for projects like this. This project needs a ton of pressure, and so you have a clamshell press that you can change the pressure on. Lots of pressure, fantastic. I might want to change that one a little bit.
Jen said, my Cricut was on the struggle bus reading the print and cut guidelines this weekend. I was making laminated stickers. I ended up having to use masking tape over them and trace with a Sharpie. Jen, have you cleaned your Cricut, your sensors lately?
Anyway, so I like a clamshell press that you can adjust the pressure with, just specifically for this. The other thing, my clamshell press at home does not have a swing away. It is incredibly frustrating to me because I don't have a lot of area space to, like, you know, it swings up, I put the shirt on there, and by the time I get everything set on the shirt and pull it up here, it moves around on me a little bit, and then I feel like I have to be very careful so that my hands don't get on the heat press plate, and it's just frustrating. So my preference is a swing away arm like this. Completely out of the way now. I can put my shirt on here, I can put the graphics on here, I can set it up, then move it back and not have any issues. Now, there are also presses that have kind of like a drawer type rolling system where it comes out like this. So HTV Ron's Auto Press has a drawer that comes out. Again, the problem with that press, and we have it, it's a decent press, but you can't set the pressure. This is just my personal preference. Now, you all weigh in. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. If you're doing things like sublimation, pressure isn't as significant, in my opinion. If you're doing things like heat transfer vinyl and you want the heat transfer vinyl to be more flush with your base, your product, your shirt, your hoodie, whatever, then you want more pressure. And the same goes with this. If you don't put a lot of pressure on it, it doesn't puff up. Let me go.
Are there any recommendations for how to clean it? She hasn't. She said, other than using her finger.
We do have a video on cleaning your Cricut. Check that out for sure. If you can't find it, let me know. We will link it for you. Rach can find it even quicker than I can.
Your puppies may need some bandanas with puff vinyl on them.
They might. I think Otter was just saying
Otter was. He said, hey, Mom, I feel like I need a puff vinyl. Yep, it's coming out. My brain is toast today, guys.
A little puff vinyl bandana.
Thanks, Becca.
Yeah.
Thanks for finishing
my
my
shirt.
sentences.
Does Otter like to wear shirts? My Great Dane that I had loved to wear shirts.
That's because Kiki, her little tiny one, loved to wear clothes, and I think that Amaretto looked at it and was like, I need clothes too.
That's
Except
so
for her
funny.
voice was like this, wasn't it, Becca?
You leave her alone. She was the best dog.
She was so sweet.
Okay, so I have this preheated to 260 degrees, and we're going to do it for, it says 10 seconds, and it says that you can press more than once. So I'm going by their recommendations. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is finished cutting, so we'll go ahead and weed it. You can go to the overhead again, Anna. Again, I'm going to cut off this extra because I don't want to waste it. Honestly, with all of these scrap pieces, I could probably make Chapman.
You're welcome, Kat. You're welcome.
Does Otter need one?
Oh, crap. I didn't think about bandanas.
They would
probably
sell. I hate clothes on dogs except for I get it. I'm kind of the same way. But the only, like, Amy would literally sit there when we would put clothes on Kiki, who was a Chihuahua, because Kiki had a whole drawer of clothes, and she would go and sit in front of it and cry until we got her stuff out and put it on her. And so when she would do that, Amy also thought she needed a shirt. So she would wear Wayne's hoodies because, you know, Great Danes are massive and need adult size clothes. But she was ridiculous. She also lived under a blanket, which is so funny.
But my Chihuahua hated clothes.
She
and
did.
Granger,
She would get so mad.
Granger will wear anything except for if you put something on her head. She doesn't like stuff on her head.
She's also terrified of goose feathers, which I think is funny.
Becca, today is her birthday, so you better sing to her.
Granger, come here. Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Yes, my birthday.
Come here, Grange. No, come around this way. Come on. Do you want to say hi to everyone for your birthday? Say, hi, everyone. It's my birthday. And I want lots of presents. You can sing me a song. No, you're not very, okay. Not very comfortable. You can sing me a song. What's your... Give me a blue bolly for my birthday. Oh, God.
I like stuffed animals.
Yeah, and squirrels. She loves to chase squirrels.
Where's the squirrels, Granger?
Granger.
Where's the squirrels?
Where are they? Go get them.
Where's the squirrels?
Are there any down here? Oh my goodness, go get them. Yeah, you go get them. Go get them. Okay.
I hear you, baby.
My baby.
Stacy.
What?
So, Kat said, Stacy, repeat after me. I do not need this. Blah, blah, blah. Then Stacy said, repeat after me. I will not buy. I will not buy. I will not buy. Sounds like Otter's asking for a puffy. And then Kat said, if you buy it, I'll buy it. And then Stacy said, so Kat, are we in agreement we're buying this?
I love how terrible you all are for each other. Like, this isn't even about me anymore. This is a personal problem. You all have an issue. But it is a cool product. What color are you buying, Kat?
What's Otter's favorite color, Kat?
Oh, I think blue is his favorite color.
I'm going to need to get on and put some of that in Oak and Lamb's cart, Becca.
Yeah, we need to see if we can get an affiliate program
I
with
need
them
like
because
a mama shirt, a boy mama shirt,
with some puff vinyl.
some puff vinyl. Fred said Kat needs an X tool. She's got a glow forge.
Yeah. She can't do tumblers on that.
Well,
though.
crap, Stacy. I guess so. I need to say that in my best northern accent. You don't sound like me, Kat. I know. I draw my eyes out.
I'm
real
always
long.
like every time I'm around Kat, I'm always a little bit shocked. And I called her probably a couple months ago to ask her some questions about Glowforge, and she answers the phone, and I'm always so shocked because I think she should sound like us. Was anyone going to tell me I left the inside of the A? No one was going to tell me?
Well, you're not overhead right now.
Oh.
Now you are.
That's why it's imperative that you do that. They always let me know.
I was actually saving you from crucifixion, Becca, so
What do
you're
you mean?
welcome.
Crucifixion.
So that people didn't say, hey, Becca.
No, I need them to tell me.
Oh.
Okay, it doesn't matter which one you choose first because this is not like a design that one has to go on top of the other. They fit.
Wait, were you not
together.
offsetting this?
No, where were you?
I don't know. I think I was ignoring you.
I
You say a lot.
That's true. I said I didn't want to offset this because it would make it so thick, and since it's a t-shirt, I wouldn't want it super
I'm not gonna
thick.
like that blue on that navy at all.
It's not about you, Anna.
It's not gonna show up as good.
I don't care. It's gonna look beautiful. So it will end up looking like this, but you have to do one at a time.
Oh my god.
I feel like maybe I should bring it down just a little bit.
I'm gonna store these blow up unicorns.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna wear it for Halloween at Anchor Down.
Have a fleet of unicorns or something.
Well, yeah, I think that we should all wear inflatable costumes.
That'll be real cute with Chapman.
I think it would be cute. I don't know how P would do one, but okay. Do you guys have one of these? Do you use this? Let me know. Generally, I just eye it, but
I linked a couple of those in our Amazon storefront.
did you?
Different sizes.
So this helps you find the center of the design, and it helps like with, look at that. It's pretty darn perfect. If I do say so myself. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm going to put it over here. You can go to forward facing if you want to, because this won't show up. Place it down here. And you can put a Teflon sheet on it if you want to. You don't have to. Sometimes if you have a color like red or something like that, that tends to change color with heat. You might want to do that. Go ahead and press it. I'm going to press it for about 10 seconds. And we'll see what happens.
Who's advocating for Fred to get that more expensive one?
He already got one.
No, she said, Fred, when Xtool buys you that bigger, more expensive one, you can donate one of yours to me.
He
Did he get the biggest one?
he got a 40-watt something. I don't know. If I know Freddie got the biggest one.
Yeah, Fred usually.
Okay, this you can peel cool or warm. So I'm going to go ahead and peel it. Does that look puffy at all to you?
No.
Not even a little bit, right? Nope. Not even a little bit. Again, these are their settings. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one down.
Can you fix it?
You don't listen at all, do you?
I thought you had to. No, I really don't. Because most of the time, if I'm going to do something, I just make you do it anyway. So you're the only one that needs to know.
Okay, place that down. Now, it is important to use a Teflon sheet on this one because you see up here some of the vinyl sticking out. If I put heat on that without any coverage, it will totally melt it. So make sure, the other thing you could do is just take this back and put it over it too.
Fred didn't get the P2.
Oh, he got the S1.
Yeah. Xtool. We need a shout out to him.
Okay, so I'm going to do 10 seconds again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 20 seconds this time.
You hear my kid now?
I need prayers this week. I'm moving back to my parents' house because living with my friends did not work out. Pray I get boxes this week. Nikki, I'm so sorry. Prayers for you for sure. Okay. Let's lift this guy up here. Okay, so now the red part has had heat twice, right? Blue has had it once. Let's go ahead and remove this. Does it look puffy to you? The answer is no. It's not puffy. That's the answer.
I'm texting Freddie.
So what I'm going to do, and this is what I had to do at home, I'm going to increase the temperature. I increased the temperature to 300 degrees. So let's go ahead and do that. This may take a little bit of time because this machine takes a little bit of time to heat up. So I'm going to look at comments. I'm going to chat with you all while it does that. And then we'll add some more heat to it and see what happens.
Did you heat the shirt first, or should you heat the shirt first?
It does not say that you should. Doesn't say a thing about that. So, again, I was just following their instructions. Let's see here. Okay. Now is also a good time for me to share with you if you are interested, and we did have some people join on this, so that's really fun. If you're interested at all in joining our community here at Oak and Lamb, where we teach things like this, where we test out products for you and troubleshoot products for you so that you can either purchase it or not purchase it based off of our success or failures with it. It saves you money. If you love that, if you love learning about your Cricut, about Design Space, about designing, about all of the different Cricut products, whether that is the Cricut Joy Extra, the Venture, the Explore Series machine, the Maker, if you love sublimation, if you love laser cutters, Glowforge or X-Tool, if you love woodworking, sewing, so much more. If you love crafting in general, we are here for you. And where it's at, you need to be here. We have a special going on. If you want to join, you can try us out using the monthly tier, and it's $20 a month, $19.99 per month. But if you join now using the code FUN, FUN, then you can get your first month for $9.99, which is cheaper than the drink I drank this morning. It is a very good gamble, and if it's not a good fit for you, you can cancel at any time. If you decide that this is the best place in the entire world and you want to join and get an even better discount, you can do that by joining our yearly tier, which gives you even more of a discount. And the good thing about all of that is you don't get any special, like if you join for annual, you don't get anything different than our monthly tiered members. We don't want to save specific things for annual versus monthly. We're not about that. But you do get access to our entire library of cut files with free commercial use license, our Cricut course, our Joy course. You get access to our private Facebook group, our member-only content, and so much more. So join now and let us know if you have any questions. If you have joined during this live, let us know. We want to give you a shout out for sure. An X-Tool ad just popped up for me. You know what just popped up for me? An ad for these shoes. Anna wore these shoes the other day. They are Flex shoes. Has anybody worn Flex shoes?
We're going to link them for you all because you will thank us so much for them.
Now, I love Brooks. I love Brooks because the ones that I use specifically has a wide footbed up here.
They are not near as comfortable.
They're not near. No, these and the.
Take the sole out and show them.
Does it come out?
Yeah. You can replace them. That's one of the features.
It's like a
It's
waffly.
kind of waffly.
I'm obsessed with this shoe, and it easy on and off. You don't have to untie it.
Show them how
I appreciate.
flexible the fabric is.
I'm trying to stand on one foot so my socks don't get dirty. I don't
No,
know.
like put your hand in it and push up on it.
It's like,
Yeah.
but I love this because it's black on black, so that I can like wear these to the ball field with the kids, wear them to Universal when we go, which we're going in 2 weeks. I'm super excited, and they're really cool. Anna has like a khaki on khaki. Rachel got a
oatmeal.
gray on gray. There's like a hot pink on hot pink.
I've got black and pink coming.
Love them. Anyway, that popped up right before, which
They're like a good stand on your feet all day. And the ad is comparing them to, it says replace your Hokas with these. I've never had Hokas. I ordered a couple pairs of them, but I can't have too much squish because it hurts my knees and back. So Hokas were not a good fit for me, but go look at those. They're fantastic.
Yeah, Flex shoes are amazing. Okay, this is at $2.99. Let's just get one more degree, Betty. One more degree.
Look, Rachel's already linked the Flex shoes for you all.
You're the best, Rach.
Rachel's on top of it up there wrangling three children, and
Hopefully one's asleep.
well, I heard him not too long ago.
Yeah. Come on.
It's because it's so cold down here.
This thing does take forever. All the other ones would have been heated up by now. It's because I'm looking at it. It's like a watch pot thing. Grange, I keep forgetting you're coming down here.
Oh, she's going to see that
Come back to see your big bag. Come on. Hi. Are you the best girl? Are you the best girl? Did you bring your Bolly?
No.
Where's your Bolly? Do you have a toy? You're trying to find your tail that's not there. Yeah, get it. Get it. That's your tail. Get it. Get it. Oh my gosh. Is this going to reach 300 degrees? Granger, what do you think? I can't hear you, Granger. Granger, do you need a microphone?
Stacy wants to see the unpuffed vinyl so we can compare it to what it's supposed to do.
Okay, go ahead and show overhead. It literally just looks like regular vinyl. It's not puffy at all. Looks like heat transfer vinyl.
Just shiny HTV.
Yeah, it just looks like metallic HTV. on their settings. I don't get it. So that is 2 heat presses with their recommended settings. This is apparently never going to hit 300 degrees. So I'm going to do it at 299 and call it a day.
Does it register to 300?
It does. It registers to 400 and something. Okay. Again, Teflon sheet, place it over there. I'm going to do this 299 degrees for, we'll start it at 20 seconds and you can press it again if you want to. What brand heat press is this? This is the StarCraft heat press. It's the 8-in-1, so you can do like hats. It has all the attachments for tumblers and everything like that. I've literally never used any of that. Just use it as a swing away. I love it. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, I know it puffed up because when I pulled this up, I could hear it go. It was so interesting.
So it just needs more time.
It needs more heat.
And time.
Yeah. Look how, this one's even more puffy than the last one I did.
Pull it up towards the camera a little bit.
That is really puffy.
And then, there you go.
Look at that.
That is crazy.
Isn't it? It's insane.
Love that.
That's super puffy. And you would think it's so puffy that it would come up on the sides, but it doesn't. It's like witchcraft. I'm really not sure. It's not like witchcraft.
That's
it's not like witchcraft.
We don't like that.
This is so puffy. I wonder if the other one didn't puff up this much because it was on the flock vinyl underneath it.
Oh, maybe.
This is insane. Look how cool that is.
We're going to go order some more of this right after the live.
We will. Very, very cool.
I love it. You know what would be awesome is like a black shirt with like a gray black metallic over it. So it's like tone on tone. Is Granger named after Hermione? She is not. So there's actually a county where my dad is from called Granger County. And it is about 20, 30 minutes from here.
Best tomatoes in the world.
Best tomatoes in the world.
Anyway, what do you all think of this product? That's impressive, right? Yay for finding a puff vinyl that actually puffs. Really insanely puffy. Yes, Stacy, it really is. It is so good, Christina. It's like with settings for Glowforge, always do a test cut because every situation is different. That's right, Kat. Absolutely. If you're even if you are doing the exact same settings as me, I would suggest with your heat press, cutting a little piece and putting it on something that doesn't matter before you do some. Did I do that? No, I did not. I did not have a lot of time. I took the only hoodie that I had and tried it that day. Whatever. Do as I say, not as I do. But what do you think? What do you think? It is very nice, Tracy. You're right. It's so nice to find something that actually works. Now I'm going to go over and look and see.
Stacy said, so we should just do 300 for 20 seconds to start with, or do you have a first press setting?
I don't have a first press setting. Hold on. Let me get a little piece that I have.
You want me to get something back here?
Just grab
one of those shirts of Jason's.
That'll be great. Because I already have another piece that's cut here that I can test out. That's a good thought. Can you give me one that doesn't have stain on it? I just don't want to put the heat on the stain. That scares me. Thanks. Yes.
Are these the things we've been looking for forever?
Possibly, yeah. That's why I said I think they might be here. Oh. Yeah, they are heavy.
Rachel, have you already linked the puff vinyl?
It should be in the description. When we order, I'm going to order some that's not metallic too so that we can test it out.
Christina says, how does this compare to the 405 puff we tried? You have not liked any puff
I haven't liked
before this,
any
correct?
puff vinyl before this. Because it's all brainy. Like it never Never looks amazing to me. I'm not worrying about placement or anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down.
Do you have it on their website right now, Becca?
Yes.
Or is that StarCraft?
No, it's Vinyl and Tool.
It was showing, your computer was showing a cool gray on there too, like a silver. There it is. See it?
Ooh, yeah. But that's metallic again. This one's not metallic.
Take it over to your computer so they can see.
Okay. See, look at these. We need to order these.
Oh, I love that green.
Yeah, I do too.
Go home and show them all of the metallic colors. Here, just a second.
This is interesting.
Did it not do it?
No, it did. Ish.
Let me go back to you.
Overhead.
Or overhead. Not really.
You know, it did on the sides. But look. This came up. It's puffy, but it's not.
Not near like the other one.
Oh, so that scares me. I almost think do the 260 and then.
Try it again right now.
Well, I'm going to, but the color came up wrong on this right here. If you start out at 300 for the 20 seconds,
it melts it.
it like did this weird melty thing. So starting out at 260 for 10 seconds, and then I ended up pressing it twice because it had 2 layers, and then I upped it to 300 for 20 seconds. That's interesting. I'm only going to do it for like 5 seconds on this one. Okay, it puffed.
What? So it needs 2?
Well, and it said for maximum puffy, do another. I'll do another one.
Did it puff as good as Fallon's?
Well, probably not.
Because it's had a third puff.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it again. See, it looks different.
Do it again. I want to see what it does after a third.
Okay. Do you want how long? 5 seconds, 10 seconds?
Another 5 seconds. Lorraine says, I found you always need to do a second press.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. But that first press, my only concern was that first press that took the color off the edges.
So it needs to be less time on the first one and more on the second.
Maybe. I mean, I honestly don't mind to do. That's pretty.
Yeah, so it almost needs 3.
Well, but I only did 5 seconds on the second one. I could have done like 10 to 20 on the second one.
Okay.
Either way, we have gotten the results that we wanted. Look how pretty that is.
The other ones that you did that looked brainy,
Yeah.
did you try multiple presses on
And
those?
you have no idea all the tests I tried on that.
Okay.
It was insane. I love this product. Honestly, I love this product.
Go back and let's see what else they have.
Okay. Lorraine, have you tried the regular ones from this company? Look at all these colors.
Oh my gosh.
I want that. Where's that green one?
Do they have an Instagram so that you can see people's like real life?
I haven't looked. Glow in the dark puff heat transfer vinyl.
Oh my god, Becca, how cool would that be for like nighttime softball game?
I know. Grass green. That's pretty. Yeah, I'll order some more of these. Again, I don't love the price though. Let me see.
Yeah, but if it's the only one that we've used that actually works, you get what you pay for.
10 by 12 sheet. True. 10 by 12 sheet is $3.99. It's on sale for $3.99. Or 10 by 1 yard is $11.50.
Mary said she looked in the description and didn't see the link.
Oh, that's the wrong.
Kat says, okay, repeat exact pressing temp and time for that result.
For the second result or the first result? Oh, it's not on there. I thought it was. Hold on.
Lorraine says Sizer Puff is amazing also.
I've tried Caesar, and
Caesar.
I mean, I'll try it again. But I haven't loved Caesar.
Oh, yes, Tracy, glow in the dark for Halloween.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome for our camp trip.
What was I searching?
Kat was wanting the...
Oh, no, did she answer
Settings.
first or second?
She is not yet.
Let me know when she does. I was going to search something else. Oh. It's vinylandtool.com. Let me just send you this.
Oh, the app or the link.
Yeah.
Mom, he does.
Oh, it is in the link. It's just not showing up. Interesting.
Mom says Chappie needs a stegosaurus and green with individual plates in different
Anna, can
colors.
you go off my computer?
Can I go off of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the YouTube app on. Where's my phone? I think it's upstairs. No, here it is. Okay. Yes, it's me. Okay, you can go back to me. I think Rachel updated it for you all. It should be in
You
the
or your
description now.
computer?
Me.
It was on you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Don't ever use Tech Wrap Puff.
I have used Tech Wrap Puff. It's terrible. You're right. Anyway, I'm so excited. Kudos to this company. Oh, Granger Alex said I'm clapping. Kudos to Vinyl and Tool Supply for a product well made. I really love it. I really, really do. It's phenomenal. Thank you all for being here with us today. This has been a fun live. I might be here again on Thursday because I have another project and I'm trying to decide if I want to hand it off because it was my idea or if I take it on because I didn't get to go live with you all last week. Let me know who you want to see on Thursday, Anna, Rachel, or me. I won't be offended.
Oh, God.
And I'll hand off the project.
What is the project?
It's the best friend garland thing out of the
Oh, I technically could do that.
yeah, the cute little it uses regular vinyl and it uses foam rounds and ping pong balls. You can also use like ball pit balls.
I would be good at that one.
Yeah, it's going to be cute. I wanted to do it for Christmas. Let me tell you. I wanted to do it for Christmas. And the foam thingies never came in. Well, it turns out they did come in and my children or my husband, one, put the box out in my garage. And I just found it. Also, underneath that same box was the Christmas card that was sent the last week of November from my cousin, whom I thought did not send me a card and I was gravely offended because she sent everyone else in my family one. Turns out we got it this week. Anyway, so we
Mom
have this
says
stuff.
make Anna earn her keep. I vote Anna.
Christy votes Anna. Rach seemed to have a little attitude in the comments. Maybe she's missing screen time. What did she say? Odie?
Well, she went live last week.
This seems like a mixed bag here. Seems like a mixed bag. I really don't care. Just whoever does it needs to do me justice in their execution of my project.
Then you're gonna need me to do it.
Rachel, I hope you're not listening. She is watching your kid right now.
I know, and yours, but yours is crying and mine's not.
Is she? Is he? Wow, I look like a school marm. I should have fluffed my hair a little bit.
A school mom wears like a bun, Becca.
I just meant flat, blah hair. Anna do the live. Crystal, everybody wants Anna.
The double mint twin live. We could do it together and make Rachel produce.
Who's going to watch our kids?
We can maybe bring Mom over or something.
Well, they could all go to sleep. We can make sure they all take a nap at the same
I
time.
could just make sure Chapman doesn't sleep till 9 o'clock. Actually, Megan, I'm pretty decent at Becca's caliber of things. And a lot of times at her house with decor and stuff, she actually makes me do it.
Make it?
It depends on what it is.
Oh, guys, look at my new nail color. Sorry, craft is over. For all who don't want to just chat, see you later. Thank you for being here. We are so grateful that you joined us. For those who want to see my nail color, go to the overhead. Look how cute this is. I haven't done this. It's like a cornflowery blue
I think
color.
I've actually done that color.
260?
I don't know. It's very close to the
This
Oh,
color was
the
really
purple one.
popular in home decor in the early 90s. Remember Aunt Brenda had a bunch of stuff this color?
with like a muted pinky tone and a lot of
Like
ducks
mauve
and stuff.
Yeah. I love this color. I love it. What time's the live on Thursday? Lorraine, we don't even want to say.
Depends on what time I get up.
We don't want to say. It should be 10:30. This morning it had to be squished to 10:45. To be quite frank, I had to go to the bathroom and I had to feed a baby. It was my fault. Totally my fault. I could have made it work, but I would have been dancing through the whole thing. Easter eggs. Well, they're not as Eastery in person. They're more of a gray. Aren't they pretty in person?
I like them.
Did you change my hair color?
No.
It looks more vibrant. I like it.
I did use a different developer.
What'd you use?
I used the 30 volume in the Blonde Me because I didn't have 30 volume in
I
Schwarzkopf.
think it looks brighter. We also left it on longer too.
Which the 30 volume in Blonde Me has a built-in oil barrier.
Well, let's use it again. I like it. I like it a lot. I went to the park yesterday. Are you on me or over him?
You.
I went to the park yesterday because my kids get playtime the last like hour of school. It's their recess time. And so I go over to the park to play with them. First of all, I could have cried. Beckett is having a really hard time in math. Well, most subjects, to be honest. He hates school and he doesn't see the point in it. And I got to be honest, sometimes I don't either, but all the teachers are going to attack me.
You better jump down off that soapbox.
For him, though, it's very hard, and I feel really bad for him, but he's gotten to where, and this pisses me off, he's gotten to where he'll get his math fact sheet, and he writes down whatever number comes into his head so that he can finish with the sheet. Well, he got grounded last week because I told him that if he did that again, then he was going to be grounded, and that he was not going to be ungrounded until he came home with a sheet that I could tell he tried on. So he came home with one sheet. Then I get his folder, and there's 4 sheets that he's done the exact same thing again. Oh. So then yesterday, I noticed that all the kids are walking over to the park, and he's carrying his abacus. Oh, no, this is not a good sign. The kid spent the entire time doing this math sheet. It was so pitiful. It did break my heart. However, he has to learn to do it, and he has to obey.
His ADD is terrible. How was he able to be out with all the things?
He was. They turned him around. There was a picnic table. They turned him around so he wasn't facing him. He did it. He did it. He
but
did a
there's
good job.
bugs and wind and dirt and.
He is medicated at that point.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. He did it. But when I opened his folder yesterday after that and saw the 4 pages, I was like, "You're grounded from everything. You can't even breathe. You're grounded from breathing." I'm grounded. Yes, you are. Why? I told you why. Why? It's this whole thing. Anyway, so I went over to the park, and Jeffrey was there, and he comes up, and he says, "Did you dye your hair?" I said, "I did." He said, "I thought you were an angel."
Oh my God, I love him anyway.
I thought you were an angel. And I was like,
"Come here, let me hug you."
He's the sweetest kid ever. He's in Beckett's class. There's only 2 of them, and they both are a little delayed. And I love talking to them. It is so refreshing to talk to both of them.
Because they just tell whatever they want to say.
But Jeffrey is a really good conversationalist.
Oh, he really is.
And he's gotten even better. We saw him over Christmas break, and I was talking to him. I was like, he told us he'd gone to see his grandfather for Christmas.
Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, and he said he'd gotten a watch for Christmas. I was like, "Oh, well, where is it?" Because it wasn't on his wrist. I wanted to see. He said, "It's in the Kia Sorento." I was like,
and then we say, "Beckett, what kind of vehicle does Mommy drive?" He said,
"Why?"
"Oh, a whale." No, he said a whale.
"A whale."
Or a bus or something like that. And then we said, "What color is it?" "Red." And we're like, "No." And we said, "Fallon, what does Mommy drive?" "A white Tahoe."
Beckett just answers, though. It's just Beckett. We got this game. This is actually a fun
whale.
game. If you all have children,
Oh my God,
it's fun even if you don't have children, but it's fun because they can play it. It's called the 5-second rule, but it has a little baton, and it counts down to 5 seconds. So, like, you get this card. It's like, name things that you have to have in order to sleep. And so I'm like, a blanket. And you go to the next person. When you go to the next person, it starts the timer over, and that person's like, a pillow, and then it goes and goes and goes.
But you can't repeat.
You can't repeat, and it actually has to be current. So we had one that was things that are grown in a garden. And he did pretty good on the first couple. Then it gets to him again, and he goes, a camel, and passes it off like it was a legit response that grew in the garden. And none of us had the heart to tell him that was not true, so we just kept going. A camel. And then he got the next one. Potato. He said potato. Very interesting. My son's elementary school has one classroom for each grade level where there are 2 teachers and a teacher assistant. I wonder if Beckett's school would consider doing something like that. So, Christina, Beckett's school is
Tiny.
perfect for him. It's tiny. There are like 75 kids in the entire school, K4 through 12th grade. So the way their classes work is there are 2 grades in one class. So there's like, well, kindergarten and pre-K are together. And then you have first and second in a group. And then you have third and fourth in a group. And so one year, each class does, like, first and second would do second grade work. Then the next year, first and second do first grade work, kind of like that.
But it's only in the grades, so basically you do your math and like spelling in the order that you're supposed to because it builds on itself.
But like history and science and things like that.
It doesn't matter.
And Bible.
flip-flop.
You flip-flop, yes. So he is in third and fourth, same teacher as last year. And in 4th grade, there are only 2 boys. It's him and Jeffrey. It's fantastic. On Wednesdays, Jeffrey goes and does like these special things with like different
teacher's assistant
different
or something.
therapies that he has. And so Beckett has one-on-one pretty much all day on Wednesday with his teacher. And they also have a teacher assistant that comes in too. But they are very, for instance, Beckett is on grade level, I think, in science and history and Bible, but he's like a couple of grade levels down for reading, spelling, and math. And so they just make those accommodations for him. When they realized that he had dyslexic tendencies, they completely changed the curriculum for reading for him, which has been phenomenal. And they are very, like, he has special IEPs that they do. It is
Anything that's memorization, he can 100% do. He may not be able to understand what it means, but he can 100% memorize it. But if it's actually having to figure, like with math, like he can say 2 and 2 makes 4, but he doesn't understand what 2 and 2 is to make 4.
It wasn't until the tail end of 3rd grade that things started to click for me. Scott, that makes me feel really good. And that's the same way with Beckett. Like, just one day something will click and it's like he has it. He's mastered. He just figured it out. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. But we do see progress, and so we're not really concerned. I've told everybody, I just need for him to learn to read and do basic addition.
Math.
And that's all I care about, honestly. That's all I care about. The other stuff is great. And I don't get me wrong. I see the need for education. I really do. I think it's invaluable. But for some people, it's not really going to affect their future careers. I don't see Beckett wanting to be a doctor when he's older. And so those types of things, he might want to be. He might want to be. And if he works hard, he can do that. But I see him more being Lightning McQueen himself. Not a driver, but the actual car.
Is he a visual learner? Yes. Yeah. He has an auditory processing disorder, so visual is a must. It's fantastic. If you show him how to do something, 100% he can do it.
In fact, you have to show him how. If he goes to baseball practice and you tell him, go over into blah, 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 he's like, he wants to please you so bad and he'll just try to do anything. But if you don't tell him or actually move him and show him, it's confusing to him. Now, after you've shown him and he knows, then you can say to him.
That was like when he learned how to fish with a bell rod.
Yeah.
Like we were trying to tell him, and Dad went over and just showed him a couple times, like physically showed him, and now he's a fishing master.
Yes. Do they do scripture memorization in Bible class? They do. Yes, they do.
He's been memorizing scripture since he was 18 months old.
Yeah. Yeah. I have videos of him doing that. I hated school. Kat, I also hated school. And here's the funny thing. A lot of people hate school because it's difficult for them. School is not difficult at all for me. I have to be honest. It's stupid easy for me. I don't know why, but I still hate it. I hate school. I would go back right now, though.
I don't think I would.
I would. It wouldn't bother me now, but I hated it when I was in school. My youngest son didn't want to read until 5th grade. He had an IEP from 3rd through high school, finally wanted to read and went to college and received a degree in creative writing. Penny, thank you for sharing that. I love stories like this. It makes me feel like all of our effort and praying and worrying is not in vain, that there is hope. Thank you for sharing that with me. Honestly, thank you for sharing that. Does he have to write notes? Yes and no. I got him an iPad for Christmas thinking that he could text back and forth and he'd have to read things and all of those things. And he's discovered that he can dictate or have his sister read to him. So he's done all the work on. Fallon can read. I'm telling you, that girl can read. It's insane.
Like massive words.
Yeah. Beckett, the way that Beckett writes, if he were to write you a note, he doesn't use vowels. Now, if you say to him, Beckett, spell cat, cat, he can do that. But you have to break it down for him. If he is writing it, he just writes the consonants. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I think it's because you were bored in school. I think it's because Anna was in my classroom and I hated my life. I'm joking.
I'm going to go out back and bury myself now.
In what?
The ground.
I love my sister. Took an interest.
Having a rough day. Let's just make it a little worse.
No, it's not true. I hate being told what to do. It had nothing to do with Anna. I hate being told what to do, and I hate rules for the sake of rules. If rules make sense and actually accomplish things, that's different. Otherwise, it just frustrates me, which is a me problem, for sure. I hated school as an adult, though. I yearned to learn new things. I love to research things and even put together articles and papers. However, to learn a skill, I have to do it to learn it. My dad loves school. I think he would go back right now, honestly. He loved it. He cried when high school, and I did not. I'm both a visual and audio learner. Didn't find it out until I was in college. I failed tests and couldn't figure out why until I got tested. That's interesting. Now, he is a good auditory, like, for instance, he can quote basically any movie that he has seen. It's insane. Also, his sense of direction is honestly
It's kind of
perplexing.
savant, actually. I mean, it is.
So
It has
weird.
to be.
It's so weird. A lot of times if I don't know where to go, like if I'm lost or something, I ask Beckett.
He was 18 months old, I think, and we had taken him to, well, something like that. We had taken him to a Smokies baseball game, and Mom and Dad were on the third base side, and we were on the first base side, and so we went over to visit them for a second, and he wanted to walk going back to his seat. And so I let him walk in front of me just to see where he would go, and he kept walking, and he'd look up and walk and look up and walk and look up, and I swear to you upon everything holy, I never said a word to him. We get to the aisle where we're supposed to go down. He turns left, goes down the aisle, and finds our seat immediately. It's like he looks, it's like he remembers visual things and like, okay, well, this is where I'm supposed to turn. And it's like he may not know that we're on aisle 17, but he remembers what
It feels like
aisle
around there.
17 looks like or something. It's crazy.
Now, meanwhile, 20-something-year-old Becca went to Neyland Stadium and went up the steps to go to the bathroom and somehow ended up coming up or down the step, like the opposite way from the bottom part. I may have had a few beverages, but that's not the point.
Becca is directionally challenged, though.
No, not
Becca,
like,
you're pretty terrible.
not like Mom.
Yeah, but you're terrible.
No, not like, I don't know. Anyway, I need him in my life. I do. I need Beckett in my life. He wants to be a FedEx courier, and I think that sense of direction is really just going to do well for him in life. I've never taken algebra. I love math. I do. Numbers make sense to me. I don't know why. Isn't it awesome how far we have come recognizing learning challenges and accommodating for them? Carol, honestly, it really has. And I have to give it to Beckett School. Like, they are really, really accommodating. The school that we had him in prior to this was absolutely not. If you did not fit in the perfect child box, then they had no room for you. Like, they made no accommodations and made you and your child feel like it was basically your fault, something you needed to come over or overcome, instead of them adapting their teaching styles. It honestly is lazy. It's lazy teaching because clearly not every child is the same. He's using both sides of his brain. I got lost in them all. Tracy, no judgment at all. No judgment at all. Right after that, he told me what exit to get off on to go to the stadium. Yeah, we play that game when we go camping. If we've been to a campground once before, we're like, Beckett, is this it? Do we turn here? Not yet, Mom. Don't ask me again. I'll tell you.
He does.
Anyway, thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for the talk time, the chats. It's my favorite part. Always, I love getting to talk to you all. I love what you pour into us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all are invaluable. Your relationships are invaluable. Have a fantastic Tuesday. We'll see you on Thursday.